Okay, today we are doing 13.5 and the good news is my video is going to be very quick and then I think your work will be pretty quick, so it should be a great lesson for you guys. So we need to write complementary events on the top of our page, and you can also write that it's exercise 13.5. I would like you to write this first sentence, please. Complementary events occur when there is only two possible outcomes, e.g. throwing a die. Possibilities are head or tail. So while you're writing that down, I can tell you one that's not a complementary event would be throwing a die, because how many events could there possibly be? There could be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's not a complementary event. Now, you don't need to write these examples. Just have a listen. If we throw a die, but there's a restriction given to it, then there can be a complement. So if we throw a die, the complement of throwing, this is the probability, a number equal to or greater than 4. What's the opposite of a number equal to or greater than 4? So think about it. A number equal to or greater than 4 would be 4, 5, or 6. So the complement would be throwing less than a 4. You could even say throwing a 1, 2, 3. So the opposite of throwing a 4, 5, 6 is throwing a 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's have a look at some. What is the complement of the following? Selecting a black card from a deck of cards. We've done a bit of cards now, so hopefully you know that there's only two colours in a deck of cards. So the complement of selecting a black card is going to be the other colour. So the answer, or the complement of selecting a black card, is selecting a red card. Two outcomes, selecting black or selecting red. Okay, what's the complement of selecting a pink badge from a bag of badges? We don't know what the other colours are. So what could you say that would be the opposite of selecting a pink badge? The answer is selecting a badge that is not pink. So you're still keeping it to two outcomes, selecting pink, selecting not pink. Throwing 2 dice and getting a total greater than 6. Greater than 6, remember, that's going to be 7, 8, etc. So what would it be? Throwing 2 dice, what's the opposite? Think about it. Throwing 2 dice and getting, and you need to write a full sentence like this, please. You need to write a total, okay, because that's in the first lot. Throwing 2 dice and getting a total. Now it was 7, 8, 9, 10. So we could say less than 7. Now it's a good idea to quickly write that or have it in your head, because we're tempted to say a total greater than 6. Well, that must be a total less than 6. But that's not right, because then it doesn't include 6. So if you write your list or you have it in your head, it'll make you see that you want the total less than 7. Now, the only other thing you need to know today is complementary events. So these two things always add up to 1. And this would be another thing that I would like you to write down now. Okay, if the probability of event A is 0.6, then the probability of not A, and we write it an A and a dash. So if an event is C, then not C is written C dash. We do 1 minus 0.6, and the answer is 0.4, and you can use your calculator to work that out, even though some of you will be able to do it in your head. Now, sometimes you get this as a fraction. So if the probability of rolling a 6 with a die is 1 over 6, the probability of not rolling a 6 is always 1 minus whatever it is. So it's 1 minus 6. Now, if we think about the fractions, we know a 1 is the same as 6 over 6 minus 1 over 6. So your answer is 6 minus 1 is 5 over 6. And in real life, you can work that out, because if throwing a 6, we know we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all the possible outcomes. Throwing a 6 is going to be 1 over 6. So not throwing a 6 is going to be all the ones that are left, which is 5 over 6. Or you can work it out the fraction way, of course. And some of them you will need to use your fractions. Say if it was 24 over 25. Oh, I just wrote 25. So 25 over 26. Then your question would be 1 minus 25 over 26. Change the 1 to 26, which is 26 over 26. Whoops. Minus 25 over 26. And your answer is 26 minus 25 is 1 26th. That's it today. So the questions I'd like you to do, 13.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, and 12. Now stay in class, ask some questions, and hopefully this won't take you too long. Thanks, guys.